So we're gonna pick up where we left off in the last MR2 interior video, and at the end of that video I showed you guys a box and I'm gonna show you what was in there. Pretty much everything here I got from ToolsRUs.com. So we'll start with these floor mats. These are brand new reproductions of the original floor mats and they're pretty thick and nice quality. Dome light lens, TRD radiator cap, OEM shifter seat cup, I don't know what you call that. And then this is a OEM 1993 shift knob. So this works on an AW11, it bolts right up, but it's a little bit shorter compared to AW11, so it's going to give me a better throw. So I guess it's kind of like an OEM short shifter. And then these are the base bushings for the shifter, and this is what holds the plate onto the chassis. These are IS300 pedals. Let's see what else. OEM keys, which I'm not going to get cut yet because I'm waiting for my locks. Black interior door bezels. EGR Delete. This is the square bushing shifter replacement. And then brand new headlight and wiper knobs. And finally, the shift knob, which is made by Superclass. And this is also an OEM reproduction, but honestly it looks better than OEM and it's like 3 times heavier. Ooh, that was a lot of parts. So I'm going to start over these knobs because it's the easiest thing to do, and you can see that they're really worn out. So let's just pop these off. There we go. Look at that. You can clearly see the difference. This will make things nice and fresh. There you go. Okay, that's one part on. Now let's do the pedals. Here are my old ones. I'm gonna assume that these are OEM, really worn out and dirty. So I got these. These came off of a Lexus IS300. Here's the part numbers if you want to see that. Brake and clutch are the same thing. And then here's the gas pedal. And then I actually got this one from an IS350, so they're shaped a little bit differently, but they all still bolt on the same. So just rip this thing out. Jeez, all that dirt just fell out. Here you go. Okay, here they are side by side. You can see that they are the same shape, but this one just looks a lot more modern and sporty. So getting these on is going to be a little bit difficult because you gotta like stretch it over and you gotta use like soapy water and stuff. So I don't think I'll be able to show that on camera, unfortunately. So there's that. And then the gas pedal is also a bolt-in swap, but then there's a little pin, which you can't really see in there. But you just gotta push the pin out and then slide this new pedal over and then push a new pin in, and that's it. Dang. Fresh pedals, so much better than these things. Now next on the list is to do this whole shifter stuff, so all new bushings and new lever, new knob, everything. And so this is the stock 89 AW11, and it honestly feels pretty good, but I think it could be better. So let's throw all this stuff in and see what it's like. You know. So this is the one part of the interior which I haven't cleaned up yet, and that's just because I was waiting for all these parts to show up. So now that they're here, I can take this all apart and clean it up and everything. So let's start with these. these little bushings here are for the base plate. So these 4 bolts here, and you can see there's like a little rubber bushing there, and that's what this metal thing is for. So what happens is over time these bushings start to wear out, and then that makes this whole plate move around, giving you play in the shifting, and that's not what we want. Now here's the shifter cup where the actual lever goes in, and just wiggling it like that, you can see that it's got a lot of play in it. Yeah, and got the new OEM part here. So now let's take this thing all apart, clean it up, and put all the new stuff in. What do we got in here? Something like sesame seeds, a penny, and hair. Okay, here's the levers side by side. This is the stock 89 AW11, and then this is the 93 SW20. And you can see that they're actually shorter. This one's shorter. And then another difference is this little tab here is in a different spot. So the 93, the cable sits lower than this one, and that's where the short throw comes from. And these are the old shifter base plate bushings. Pretty soft. And everything here is cleaned up. I wire brushed this thing, painted it. Looks pretty good. Got all the hair out of here. Everything's greased. Now let's just assemble this and throw it back in the car. Well, the paint job's not perfect, but this is so much better than before. Like, this thing is literally a pile of rust. But I was able to wire wheel it all off, or most of it off. And then just give it a nice coat of paint. Yeah, so much better. So, new shifter cup, new 93 lever. Now let's throw this thing in the car. So much better now. I mean, this is a part that no one would ever see, but then I would know it's there. But having this thing just nice and clean like this, no dirt, no hair, no rust or anything, worth it. Alright, now let's get the interior back together. I guess it was kind of a good thing that I painted that base plate, because I can't really put my shift boot on. All the little tabs to hold it in are broken on the center console. So I'm going to run it like this for now until I get those tabs fixed. But anyways, here it is, the whole new setup. And here's the new knob on there. Feels pretty good. Now this is the last interior piece I have for now. Black interior door handle cover things. So these things. Just slowly knocking down all this blue stuff. It's hard to do one hand. There you go. Little screw goes in there. Now I do have the actual lever on the way, but I'm having trouble finding this part. Kind of sucks. Used to buy these brand new, but not anymore. So I've got 3 more parts to install, and these all go in the engine bay. So let's start with this. This is the EGR Delete, and normally I wouldn't really bother with it, but so this is all EGR stuff right here, and this pipe right here is cracked, causing an exhaust leak, and it's an annoying sound. So I'm just going to delete that, and then this little plate would go right here, and then this bolt would go into the manifold and just block it off. The TRD radiator cap is pretty self-explanatory. And then this one is a needle bearing shifter bushing, and you can't see it right now, but it's underneath this battery. So I guess I'll just start with this. So let's take out the battery and put this thing in. Here's a cool little thing I just noticed. So this right here, these 2 things here are the shift cables. and the previous owner already put in these solid brass bushings. No wonder it felt pretty good already. So with the two shift cables off, I should be able to just take out these two bolts and this whole bracket will come out, revealing the bushing that I need to replace. So this is the shift cable linkage bushing. It sits right on top of the transmission on the outside. And you can see this thing is just completely worn down. Like you can see the inside of this, which you shouldn't be able to, and this is supposed to be square. So this is just gone. Well, 320,000 miles in original part will do that. And this is the replacement. So these serve the same purpose, but this will just, it won't wear out like this one will, because it has a needle bearings inside of it, and it's just better design, so it'll just feel a lot better because this will be able to spin, whereas this doesn't. And that's it. This is ready to go back on. Okay, the new bushing is in. Now let's check the shifter again. Yeah, definitely less slop now. Feels like a brand new car. Now next up is the EGR Delete. So we can, hope I can show that. But right there, there's a big crack. You can see all that black soot shooting out. But there is an exhaust leak there, and it just sounds terrible. So we're gonna delete this whole thing here. There you go. It's out. And this actually was completely broken off. That would explain why I got louder and louder every day. Alright, and that's it for the EGR Delete. Looks a little cleaner now. Okay, last thing to install today is the radiator cap. It's easy enough, and this is an authentic TRD part. You can tell because, you know, it has a sticker, and it says ND right there, which stands for Nippon Denso. The fake ones just say made in Japan. Just a little heads up for you guys. Another way you can tell if it's real or fake is look on the back side and see what color the gasket is. If it's blue, it's fake. If it's black, then it's real. So let's pop this thing off. I just can't trust a radiator cap with this many miles on it. There you go. That's it. I guess the last thing to do is start this thing up and see how it sounds. There you go. That sounds better. That's gonna be it for this one. Got a lot of little things done today. And the interior is basically 99% complete. I just gotta find those small pieces that are still blue and replace those. And I'm happy that I finally fixed that exhaust leak because that was really annoying. So yeah, now we can move on to the fun stuff. So I finished the brakes, the suspension's all done, interior's done, Now I can start doing some engine mods and some cosmetic stuff. But that's going to be later down the line. I still got my track day this Sunday, so I'm hoping that's going to go well. Everything I've done right now is to prepare for that track day, and I'm just really hoping it goes well. So I'm going to end it right there. Let me know what you guys think about all that cool stuff. See ya.